Okay, great. Okay, welcome to Boogie by the Bay. My name is KCasanova, and this is the first workshop on Friday afternoon at 12:30. It's adjustments and compensations, otherwise how to be an all-star social dancer. So one of the first things we did, Paul, your thing was spaghetti arms, right. So if Kathy has spaghetti arms and I'm leading, then instead of catching her out away from her frame, I'm going to catch on her frame. So we went over a right side pass tuck turn, and instead of catching here and sending her through the turn this way, if she breaks frame, it's a whole lot easier if instead of me catching her hand, I catch her shoulders. So I still bring her in, make a hand change, flip her, catch her shoulders, and turn her, and I can still get the same move out. It's the same idea as if I catch your hips, but the shoulders are just a little bit easier for most tall guys to catch. The other one was if we did a lock whip, same thing. If I take Kathy and I bring her in and she has spaghetti arms, she will get strangled right about here. So instead of going for that, I make sure that I place my left hand on the front part of her left shoulder, my right palm on the front part of her right hip. I call it a lock whip because she's actually locked into position. She can't back up on me because the heels of the hands are there. Palms are keeping her from going forward. If you want to add a little bit extra styling, or her arms are really tight and you're having a hard time getting the hand overhead, you can always just let go and catch her and bring her straight back again that way. Great. Thank you. And who was the next one? Throw guy, right? Okay, let's do throw guy. I'm going to have to put you back over here. Come here. Throw guy. What's your real name? William is going to lead me in a whip, and he's going to try to throw me towards the video camera. The idea, followers, is the leader is a little bit too exuberant, and you go flying. So what we're going to do to fix it is we're going to do the first 5 counts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, stop on the 5. Good, there we are. Right here, I disconnect. So he has nothing but to throw me with, but if he grabs my shirt and throws me out. So out he goes with his arm, and I use my feet to drive myself back, so I use my leg muscles. The other piece of that, followers, is to make sure that you keep your beat before the anchor posted underneath your body with a short arm, so you have somewhere to stretch on the anchor, so you have somewhere to go. Thank you very much, throw guy. Okay, so now what was yours? The what? Long arm on the sugar push. Pulling her out of the anchor. Okay, come here. Here we go. All right, cool. So this is the one where the leader does a sugar push, but he stops after count 4 and just decides to do another pattern. So after the 4 counts, you bring me in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm on the wrong foot, but he brings me in. I do a locking triple coming in and salvage the move. The way we practice this, followers, is the leaders are doing perfect sugar push underarm turn. Just do basic 2 6 counts. Followers, we intentionally put ourselves on the wrong foot. We do a sugar push, and on the 5 6 we do a walk walk. Then we do a triple on the 1 and 2, triple 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and it's all fixed. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right, who's next? Leighton, what was yours? That was yours? You stole yours? Loretta, what was yours? Come here. Okay, so the follower gets her arm trapped. See, I needed people to help me remember all the things we went over. So if I do an underarm turn to close position, first thing I want to make sure I'm not the problem by crouching her out like that. So making sure that I'm not the problem, I'm not stealing her slot, I'm giving her the room. She still gets her arm in the wrong position. Instead of going into a counterclockwise turn, which it's really hard to get your arm into position, I use a clockwise turn. So for example, we did a sugar push with a tuck turn. She's turning to the right, so I can go in for the kill much easier from a clockwise turn than a counterclockwise turn. So from this direction, 1, 2, tuck, I move in, and it's really easy for me to sneak in there and pick up her hand that way. Another way to do it, leaders, is if you go from a left to left position from here and go into a sugar push, you can place the hand where you want it to be. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Remember, just don't look down, all right? The other piece of that was if the follower has the hand dangling behind the leader's arm on a whip with, say, an outside turn, if I bring her in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to turn this, boop, 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 so her hand is back here. So I want to do an outside turn, but I'm afraid that if I turn her, she'll break frame and hurt her rotator cuff. So what we're going to do, leaders, is we're going to pop the arm up using the elbow, pops it up, then guide her around using the palm on her bicep there. So the whole thing would look like this. She puts the arm in the wrong position, or a position that makes it difficult for us, and we make sure we get the heck out of the way. Yeah, no left hooks or anything. Okay, who else? What else did I forget? Ah, yes. So followers who do coaster steps all the time. Pat, can I borrow you for this one? So if you have a follower who does coaster steps in place of an anchor because she's not posting on her 4, 3, and 4, and I go way out 5 and 6, Leaders, couple things. You can first try compressing into the hand to see if they'll get the lead to stay back on the 6. If they collapse their frame and don't get that, then the next thing I said is to try it with a 2-hand hold, then to be more controlling and try it in closed position. Last resort, move back with them. I'm going to do a coaster, and Pat's going to go back on the 6 so he can still stay in connection. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm doing it wrong, but he goes back, and now he still has control to lead me into the 1. We haven't lost the connection. Thanks. So last but not least, a lot of leaders complain about followers' attire, which is why I wore this today. They don't like the bat wings things, okay? So followers, I usually wear this stuff social dancing, casual dancing, but not in a competition. Just a heads up on that, because to a lot of leaders, they see you like this and they think, oh, I'm going to mess up my whips, and so then they don't even try it. So attire is another thing to kind of think about. So if you have any questions, you can certainly call me at 707-838-0388 or email me at kellycdancer@aol.com. Thanks for coming to Boogie, and we'll see you all again next year. Thank you, guys.